All right, now Merry Christmas again. You know, I'm going to get a little repetitious here. Some more things I said before, I'm sure, because I'm not sure how I copy and pasted all this the other night. You know, and as it is a catch-22 reality, no way to win a world reality, no way to escape a world reality. Discovering that it really is almost impossible not to become a hypocrite these days as to why I figure with the freedom of choice and freedom of speech that I have the right to decide on the kind of hypocrite that I'm going to be. You see, I am a hypocrite of a hermit with a large family, dysfunctional family and circle of friends, a paper packing, pencil pushing, non-protected parasite of the economical, comical, so very serious material wealth, health, false profiting, opportunity systems of a free tax paid parade. We bought our rights to claim our freedom God gave us. Mind, time, traveling, warp speed, sky white light, reflections, rejections, infections, objections to be overruled by a majority of fools, living a simply complicated grand illusion of material wealth service, you know, to their accepting that they cannot change it because no one has thought of a better way. That I say it was in your acceptation that created your inability to change it simply because you stopped trying to change it the moment you accepted you couldn't change it. And just because the majority rules and the majority accepting that they can't change it doesn't mean that, you know, I mean, it may mean it never changes, but it doesn't mean I have to accept it, you know, and I go on trying to change it because if I don't, I become a part of the problem. It's the simplest way to fix the problem in the United States is to remove the S. That's right. Find our United State. As we all really are the same deep down inside of our heart with our soul's very own Sky Trinity guidance system. Should you have asked Jesus into your heart because you believed from the start of this life in your spiritual life in heaven before this life when you wanted a human being in common folk joke lore, more form, you know? And went through your very own forget me ceremony to learn how to be human and remember who you are. As I am a child of a son of God, with a free gift of an imagination from our sky quality, equality wise, free imaginations, creations, fascinations, nations, owe nothing to everything, expanding space, universe. Being told that I'm wasting my time using a free gift of an imagination in my thoughtful thought creations of fascinations for all of those who may have been interested in all of our nations. You know, and I figured my having a peaceful freedom rebel nature that it was only natural for me to repel being told, you know, that I was wasting my time using a free gift of an imagination and my thoughtful thought creations of fascinations for all of those who may have been interested in all of our nations. You know, by simply wasting my time using a free gift of an imagination and my thoughtful thought creations of fascinations for all of those who may have been interested in all of our nations. As I was taught that writing is a good free home, non-medicated, artistic, creativity, activity, mentality, reality, simple multiple racing thoughts, racing into multiple directions, reductions, therapy, on-the-job training study program course, of course. These reductions come from the requirement of the concentration on the sky mind thought factory thought being transformed into any kind of written thought expression communication form that reduce the possibilities of simple multiple thoughts racing into multiple directions, creating a mind overload chaos, you know, requiring a stress mass venting machine course. Of course, this is usually a waste of time and energy as it rarely ever changes anything for the better, usually changing nothing more than making things worse than they already were. So in that reason, you know, I alone, more than making things worse than they already were. So in that reason, I alone, you know, have not wasted my time writing, even that, you know, and even though only secondary rewards that come with each and every idea shared that was enjoyed by others are added reasons that my time was not wasted. As the main obstacle in succeeding in our paper writer wrote a book dream has been how we never ever had a comprehension of proper sentence structure, therefore making it impossible to ever produce a proper paragraph written right effectively according to the writing right rules for fools. Working for a grade A from an educated student, teacher, graduate of our fooling schooling system, inhibiting our curiosity, our natural desire, craving to learn. That when inhibited, created a sky reality, matter of fact, Jack. No, it will take longer for you to discover your own personally, originally, uniquely different sky quality, equality-wise, free, eternal spirituality, mentality, simple, multiple, loving personalities, individualities. As you got to admit that it is awfully funny trying to succeed at a paperback writer wrote a book dream, never ever having had a comprehension of proper sentence structure, where it's not like I never tried till I discovered I didn't have to, wasting my time using a free gift of an imagination, brainstorming with my memories that I didn't have to where I could, and so I did artistically, creatively rename the run-on sentence a carry-on sentence. And I'm writing right in my own free style, filling my pages with a carry-on sentence style. I call writing wrong right effectively, becoming a free prisoner sentenced to my own carry-on wayward way freestyle. While thanking Gallagher for having taught values and having one's own personally, originally, uniquely different sky quality, equality-wise, free spirituality, mentality, simple, multiple, loving personalities, individuality, style. It was my second legal marriage exit, my gem jewel, full heart art memories, writing inspirations foundation who helped me learn how to help myself, love myself better. Yeah. All right, I love myself. Where I gained a self-confidence in myself beyond what I'd ever had before in myself. Where I had first fell in love with the magic keyboard in '95 with my first computer, where I could type fast enough that I was getting a thought on paper before I lost comprehension of the thought I was writing, because of simple multiple racing thoughts. Some other thought had taken over my conscious awareness that left me wondering what was I saying in those pen or pencil to paper days, where corrections made a mess of the work, often ending up with a crumbled up piece of paper tossed in the circle file number 13. With the computer, corrections were made so easily till my rude awakening in my 200-page paperback writer wrote a book dream goal was running out of personally, originally, uniquely different ideas around 5 pages, an average hour to write and only 5 minutes to read. The whole of my life and what made me truly different from everyone else was only a 25-minute story. There really wasn't all that much to me. Well, then she said, had calmed my frustrations with her love and understanding of life at the time, telling me that she believed in me and was encouraging me to do something in my life that I desired to do. That was something that I was not used to in my life at 35 years old at that time, where she had said that she couldn't help me in creating my own ideas, but the best way to find your best equality in the use of a free gift of an imagination is not to push for quantity or rush for completion, or quality was lost, never learned on the production line. Yes, massa, I'm meeting my daily quota expectations, where I figured that there really wasn't much chance of finding that much that I could write about that hadn't been written about already before over the millenniums, and that I could work on writing about such things by wording them in such a way that what I say is different than what everyone else says. As she used to love how I had a way of saying things everyone else does, yet differently, in a way that she had learned more from me than others. And she also helped me rediscover my missing inner child heart art. That I believe that all of these things are requirements for becoming an artistic, creative writer. And as much as I know I wouldn't be the writer I am today had it not been for who she was in my life at that time, I also know that I wouldn't be the writer I am had it not been for when she left, how she left, and I'm off to have another Merry Christmas. That's years ago.